Welcome back to Leeds Lately. Leeds have just won 2-0 away at Stoke City. Before we get into that, make sure you go ahead and hit that big red button down below. But like I said, Leeds have just won 2-0 away at Stoke in a very good performance. Now, before we get too much into it, let's do what we usually do, talk a little bit about Stoke, and then we're going to talk about Leeds. Stoke, I thought they did more than just sitting back and waiting to be defeated. I thought they did try to get forward at first. They had 3 or 4 shots throughout the game, which is, of course, 3 or 4 times as many as what Plymouth managed against us. Just watching scenes of Daniel Farke going and geeing up the fans because Leeds have gone top of the table, which is obviously amazing. So when we're talking about Stoke, they tried a bit. I didn't like Tom Cannon at all. He really annoyed me. Just dodgy stuff, stamping on people's feet, going into the challenges too hard. And when I say too hard, I mean like studs on top of feet, like stamping on people, basically. And then going and shoulder barging Melier in the back off the ball and nearly giving him whiplash. I didn't like the bloke. Anyway, I thought that they tried a little bit and to go forward and they tried to defend. They had some very good last-ditch defending. Goalkeeper Victor Johansson, which he used to play for Rotherham. Obviously, Rotherham got relegated. He is a very good championship goalkeeper, one of the top championship goalkeepers in the league, which is why we were linked with him at one point to become our number 2 or even our number 1 and challenge Melier for that spot. So he's a good goalkeeper. And they did okay, Stoke. They weren't great. The second thing, before we actually talk about Leeds as well, is the fog. The fog was ridiculous. Like, you genuinely could barely see the opposite side of the pitch on the Sky Sports feed. Like, it genuinely was really difficult to see what was going on at times. At times, I genuinely did not know who had the ball. And for some reason, the fog is making me say genuinely over and over again. But I didn't know who had the ball at times. Down that left-hand side or that far side, when it was Solomon and Byram, for example, didn't know which one of them had the ball. It was weird. Not seen that too much in my time watching football. But apparently it wasn't too bad on the pitch because Leeds went ahead and won 2-0. A couple of really good goals from Leeds. The first one, the ball through to Joel Peru by Brendan Aronson, and Peru tried to take it round the goalkeeper, and I thought he'd messed it up at that point because the goalkeeper made a save, but Peru got the ball back off the goalkeeper's hand and turned and just put it in the top of the net with his right foot, hit it off the bar and in. Really, really good finish from such a tight angle on his weak foot, which is proving why he needs to start in these games, because he just finishes chances that other players wouldn't finish. I genuinely don't think there's many players in our squad who would have finished a chance like that with such aplomb, because he just oozes composure in those situations, apart from the header from the corner, which he headed wide, which we won't mention because he only had a second to even deal with that. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt because he could have scored a hat-trick today. He was really good, Joel Peru. The second goal, Bogle with a really good ball down the right-hand side. Dan James doing work again to run in behind, stretching that back line, chips it over the goalkeeper. Peru at the back post, whoosh, just heads it in to make it a nice, easy 2-0. Really, really good from Leeds. Good performance. Now, we will go back to talking about what happened in this actual individual game. But I do want to say as well, it's important that not that we don't get too carried away with this, but that we recognise, or in my opinion, this is what I think. In my opinion, we have played as well as this, certainly, in a lot of our other away games. But because we've not scored the goals to win those games, we've then had this terrible away form that has kind of plagued us and plagued all our thoughts about Leeds this season. When, realistically, I actually think that in a lot of those games, we've played just as well as this. Maybe not better, because was a good performance, but I think we've played just as well. We just haven't finished our chances, and that's just the way football is sometimes. Today, we finished 2 of our chances, but if we didn't score those, even if you take those 2 out the game and we'd have drawn 0-0, and you look at all the other chances we missed, we'd have been going, why are we so bad on the road? So I think it's important to take the context of this, that I actually think that we've played as well as this on the road in games where we've drawn or even lost. but it's just that we actually finally finished our chances in this game, which of course is one of the most important things in football, if not the most important thing, is whether you can score goals or not. But we did it today, and that's the most important thing. It takes us top of the table. We've got Derby next, and a lot of the teams around us at the top of the table are playing each other at the moment, and hence they are going to drop points. That's just a fact. Burnley beat Sheffield United 2-0. Of course, that means Sheffield United drop points. We go back top on goal difference, which, by the way, our goal difference is 9 goals better than Sheffield United in second place. So I think we played well today. Like I said, I don't think it was the best performance in the world, but I think we took the confidence of our home games and played them in an away game, which is what I've been begging for quite a while now, that the confidence to really dominate and really suffocate a team. And I think that's what we did today against Stoke. I think Bogle was really, really good. A lot of people giving him shout outs in the live stream. Of course, if you don't know about my live streams, then I stream every single game that I can. And we've got a great community of people in there. So come and join us, especially for the Derby game on the 29th, because I think that could be a good game. And I think Leeds could potentially do a job there and stay top for New Year, which would be fantastic, wouldn't it? But unless we lose 1-0 and somehow Sheffield United win like 8-0. That's the only way. But yeah, look, I think that we played well today. I think Bogle played well. I think Rodon and Strauch played well. Byram played pretty well. It's hard to tell when you can't see him down that side. I think Solomon missed an absolute sitter, and throughout the rest of the game, he created a few little moments, but nothing solid. And I think he could have been better. I maybe would start Ramazani next time. Dan James really good down that right-hand side. Aronson, I thought, again, was good. And Piru, of course, getting his 2 goals and being involved in quite a lot of the play as well, Piru, and also trying to stretch the back line and make runs in behind. So I thought Piru was good. Which leaves Rothwell and Ampadu. And Ampadu, look, he's Ampadu. He drops into the back line. He picks up the ball. He drives forward with it at times. He plays good passes. I thought Ampadu was just maybe not back to his immense best, but he was back up there with a very decent 7-8 out of 10 performance. And Rothwell, of course, always his ball carrying, his short passing, it was really, really tidy as well. So I thought Rothwell was good. Tanaka, when he came on, was, of course, just Tanaka. Ramazani tried to make a few things happen, tried to make a few runs. Poor Mateo Joseph just cannot seem to finish chances when they come to him. He missed a shot from not very far out. Another one he took from distance, which was fair enough. He tried to wrap his foot around it and curl it in the bottom corner. Had no luck with that one. I think he's got a bit of improvement to make. But look, Nonto came on as well, and he did all right. He did just some very Nonto things. So look, all in all, I thought a very good performance. We deserved to win. Stoke didn't really offer too much in response. We're back top of the table. We go again on Sunday against Derby. Hopefully, we go ahead and win that one as well. Thanks for watching Leeds Lately. Let me know what you thought of that game down in the comments below, whether you agree with some of my points or not. And yes, I shall see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.